So let's bring in Congressman Roger Williams, Republican from the state of Texas, and he represents Travis County. I think that's where Tesla wants to go. So why don't you tell us, Congressman, how much are you offering them to move to Travis County?
Well, we're excited that they may be coming into Travis. I wrote the chairman suggesting he do that. But when you have something like this, Stu, as you know, you're going to have give and take, and Tesla's going to ask for some abatements and some discounts, and the city and the county have to sit down with them and negotiate. But we're talking about 5,000 jobs. We're talking about $47,000 average salary. We're talking about jobs that don't require a college education. It's going to be huge. And so I think it's a great opportunity. It's the same thing we had when I was Secretary of State under Governor Perry. We brought Toyota into the San Antonio area. And the jobs they bring not only there, but the Tier 1 and Tier 2 suppliers that come with it are phenomenal. So I hope they sit down and make a deal.
Would you like to tell us how much? I mean, surely the tax breaks will run into the billions, won't they?
Well, they will run into the billions, but at the same time, there's a way to give that abatement and then make them pay it back after a period of time. Sure. This is done all the time, as you know. And the problem is, if communities don't want to get in there and offer certain incentives to create more jobs, it's not going to happen because others will, and especially in a time like this.
Congressman, the big story this morning, or one of them, is the reclosing of various states, or some operations in various states. Texas has 4,288 new virus cases just on June the 29th. 5,930 new hospitalizations on Monday. Now, the governor has started to reclose like bars, I believe, in Texas. You think that's, that's going to slow down the Texas economy, isn't it?
Well, we have more than bars in our economy, but you're exactly right. People do congregate in those areas, and that's one of the things we need to do is remember social distancing does work, masks do work. I mean, it's proven that. That's one reason we did so well in Texas to begin with in driving the numbers down, but now we've got to address it. I think he's doing a good job. But look, the whole bottom line goes on the people of Texas, is we have to do what we're told to do, and I think we will, and I think the governor's making some hard decisions. He's got to keep the economy going. We're not going to shut the economy down in Texas, but we got to bring these viruses down too.
Congressman Roger Williams, thanks very much for joining us on an important subject, an important day. Thank you very much.
Okay, Stuart.
Sure thing.